When you got a combat veteran, man, you don't come back the same. Nobody really understands that but another combat veteran.
Your whole life is turned upside down when you're in the service. They kind of build you up and make you who they want or need you to be. So coming home, it was isolating and it was lonely. Doing things that I shouldn't have been doing, places that I shouldn't have been, you know, the criminal activity that comes along with self-medication. I don't think anybody is ever prepared for the consequences that comes with the criminal justice system. And a friend of mine was currently going through the program of Valor Court. But because of him, you know, this program has definitely changed my life.
The mission of the Valor Court program is to transform the lives of the veterans that come before us and to enable them to go on to live happy, productive lives. Many of our veterans come back from combat with invisible wounds that you can't see. They have PTSD, they have trauma, scars, they have developed substance use disorders, alcohol use disorders. In this program, they are able to address those issues and get past them, to develop new tools and new ways to deal with those issues and to heal so that they can go back out into society and be even better than they were.
And once I share my own experience, strength, and hope with them, you know, we can build up that trust and camaraderie, because so many of our veterans, especially from the Vietnam era, which would have been my era, came back and there was nothing like this available. A lot of people fell through the cracks.
I got out here in the streets and you know, I felt that I let my mom down, so, you know, I was seeking something to try to take me away or take me, you know, get me out of that. And so I turned to drugs and alcohol. So 20 years later, after all this drinking and drugging, you know, I got caught with some dope.
I lived in California for about a year after the military. I ended up hanging out in the streets with some people I shouldn't have been hanging out with. I ended up with a felony 3, and that was my first introduction into Valor Court. I'm a 2-time graduate of Valor Court, so 1 time wasn't enough for me.
Chris Starr from Valor Court came to interview me at the jail, and he says, I got something for you, you know, I think it'll work for you. That's where Valor Court came in at. It'll work for all veterans because we're used to taking orders. And in Valor Court, you had to do the next right thing.
I absolutely believe many, many people are out there who don't deal with their issues, and so they're just like one bad day away from a felony. So when they come into our court, we really want them to get involved and really deal with all of those issues so that they can be healed in a new way. I think the graduations are just the ongoing story, because each week I meet with our veterans, I talk to them, and we deal with whatever issues are going on each day, and I see a little bit of a change in them. But when we get to the graduations, that's when we really see their change. We can look back and say, this is who you are when you got here, and now look at who you are today. And it is incredible. Well, a lot of the veterans organizations just come alongside us. We have the Knights of Columbus, we have Truth and Honor, helps us with housing. IBH does, you know, a great job when they need rehabilitation. Warrior's Journey Home is huge. They are all about the invisible wounds. And then, of course, Tyler's Redemption Place. They have so much programming out there. And so if we didn't have them, we would be really limited in what we can offer people. So each partner that comes in feels like a unique need. And the more partners we have involved, the more options we have for them, the better we are able to really help them on a deeper level.
When you join the military, they tell you gotta be a person of integrity and all this, that, and the other. And that's just being honest, even with yourself. You have to be honest with yourself first. And after that, everything will fall into place.
After I graduated Valor Court, I quit my job and I made a plan to go to Texas, and I went to dog training school. I ended up getting off Suboxone and consider myself recovered. It feels like a distant past that is almost surreal.
Everyone's journey is different. Everyone is asked for different things in this program, and it is designed for each person in mind.
These are really good people. They chose to go and serve our country. They deserve to have all the resources we have available to them.